It's a partnership where the people doing the training and learning have as much to gain as the animals they're caring for. We're talking about the Prison Pet Partnership in the state's prison system, a very unique program. Steve is down on the art patio with some very special guests. Washington Correction Center for Women Superintendent Charlotte Headley and Olivia Simon's program director. And Steve, I hear the puppies barking. Look at them.
Oh my goodness, they are rambunctious. They're having a good time, having lots to say this morning. These puppies are cute. It is so nice to have you guys with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for having us here today.
Of course, and a really important program, and I want to talk about the dogs here in just a second, but talk about what this partnership is, the Prisoner Pet Partnership. Where did the idea come from? What's kind of the overall mission of this?
So Prison Pet Partnership was created by a nun named Sister Pauline Quinn, and as well with a professor from UW. And they wanted to create a program that would help give back to the community, helping people and dogs. So they started with the training program with WCCW, and they train service dogs and donate them to people in need at no cost. The services that we train them for are for PTSD, seizure alert, and mobility support.
Okay.
And then the program just kind of expanded, and now we have a fully operating kennel, and we teach vocational education for grooming, boarding and daycare, as well as training.
And for the women, is this like an earned privilege? And what does like that typical day look like between the women and the dogs?
So all of the participants are carefully screened, and there is a component of ensuring that there's a good match of the persons that are interacting with the animals. And a typical day is it's a business that is within the prison, a nonprofit business. So it's truly run by Olivia on her own with her staff, with the help of incarcerated workers.
We should note who the dogs are. So who do we have with you, kind of gnawing at your shoe there?
Yeah, well, this is the wild one, I think, but this is Sparrow.
Okay.
And this is Puffin.
And how old are they?
They are 17 weeks old right now.
17 weeks old, so
Yes.
still fairly young, and obviously pretty rambunctious too. They like to play around and very vocal, as we found out this morning.
Yes, definitely.
What kind of results do you see when the women finish with the program and training and that sort of thing? What kind of results do you see?
We see a lot of results in the way of the participants having a lot more confidence in themselves because they found a new skill that they can make a livelihood from. So they're able to obtain jobs when they're released, and they just feel a lot better about themselves.
I was going to say, what's sort of the impact for the women with the skills that they get, upon release and that sort of thing, things that they can use when they're, back out in the real world, so to speak. But there's some really valuable skills that they can learn from this.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of our participants have completed our vocational education, and they've earned accreditations that are recognized nationwide. So when they are released, Prison Pet Partnership does help on the reentry side. So if they're going to take the path of being a groomer, we help them attain a job within the grooming industry with some local businesses. And all of our groomers have been, once when they're released, they have a job the same day.
Okay.
We also help them get the tools to be able to start their own business if they need to.
Okay, and you were talking about how these two are about 17 months old.
17 weeks.
17 weeks,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What's this one gnawing on? Just looking at some shoes here, I think. just sniffing around. So, what sort of services can the dogs provide? You talked about them potentially being service animals, but what sort of things do they do once they're sort of matched up with that person? What does that look like?
It depends on the disability,
okay,
and what the person needs help with the most. So right now our wait list consists of mostly mobility support. Okay. So we're hoping that all of the puppies will be able to train and fulfill our wait list, and we can help people be able to go back to work and live a normal social life.
Okay, so if people are watching at home, they're thinking, I would love to get involved with this program. Is there a way that folks can get involved who maybe aren't part of the program, make a donation, that sort of thing? What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. They can always visit our website at prisonpetpartnership.org/donations.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of information on there on ways to help, volunteer, and donate.
Okay. I know we're a little bit limited on time, but I wanted to mention this one. So you guys actually brought in 3 dogs today, right?
Yes.
And if he can bring this one over, kind of get up from the couch here. So who is this one? And this one's a little bit more active than the other 2, right?
Yes, this one is Ren. This was the only girl that we received out of the 5, and she's definitely the one in charge. She's the littlest, but she's the mightiest.
And she's kind of toned down a little bit since being held for the last couple of minutes,
She
right?
has. She definitely prefers to be held.
Amazing.
She's a princess.
The Taylor effect. Yeah, your name's Taylor, I assume, so you have the Taylor effect. Well, thank you so much for bringing in. These dogs are just gorgeous creatures, and you guys are obviously doing some really good work for this program, so
Thank you very
congratulations
much.
on that.
Thank you. We
Nice to
appreciate
have you
it.
with us.
Thank you.
I don't know, I would love to have one of these, I think.
Right, and they are so
Thank
rambunctious,
you.
but I can also tell that they're cuddly, because look at that one being carried up
Oh,
there.
yes. Love the cuddles. Yes,
Yeah.
it's the Taylor effect.
Exactly. What a great service and amazing training on both parts. Thank you, Steve. We've added more information now at KOMOnews.com/hotlinks. Visit there if you'd like to learn more.